Hi guys. Alright, so first one I share a
Ladies
story.
and gentlemen, Quinn Lang.
He said hi guys.
Hey, Jimmy.
The story I'm going to share is a story, it's something that you guys, it all can have meaning to all of you guys in a different way and how you guys take it. And then I'm going to go into a little bit more about me then afterwards. So there was a man who had 4 sons. He wanted his sons to learn not to judge things too quickly. So he sent them each on a quest, in turn to go and look at a pear tree that was a great distance away. The first son went in the winter, the second in the spring, the third in the summer, and the youngest son in the fall. When they all had gone and come back, he called them together to describe what they had seen. The first son said that the tree was ugly, bent, and twisted. The second son said no, it was covered with green buds and full of promise. The third son disagreed. He said it was laden with blossoms that smelled so sweet and looked so beautiful. It was the most graceful thing he had ever seen. The last son disagreed with all of them. He said it was ripe and drooping with fruit, full of life and fulfillment. The man then explained to his sons that they were all right, because they had each seen but only one season in the tree's life. He told them that you cannot judge a tree or a person by only one season, and that the essence of who they are, and that pleasure, joy, and love that come from that life can only be measured at the end, when all the seasons are complete. If you give up when it's winter, you will miss the promise of your spring, the beauty of your summer, fulfillment of your fall. Don't let the pain of one season destroy the joy of all the rest. Don't judge life by one difficult season. Persevere throughout the difficult patches, and better times are sure to come sometime or later. So pretty much what I've taken from that, I mean, I'm sure we've all judged a person and have been judged based on how we, because of something that our attitude towards something, or sometimes just the way we've been acting. So mostly for me, growing up, everyone grows up differently, but I feel like we can all connect on one level and understand this all similarly, and we just take it from a different way. So I grew up with mostly my aunt and my dad, because my mom passed away when I was 2. So I didn't really have many friends growing up until the age of probably 14, so I mostly grew up with adults. So I didn't really see life from hanging out and like playing catch or playing basketball or any of that stuff. But then, it took, I'm not going to lie, a couple years before I actually got a transition, because when I went to junior high, and actually my dad remarried and I have a stepmom, so then I actually started living at home then and not seeing my aunt and uncle as much. So that's when I started to actually make some friends. But for me, it was actually difficult just because I didn't really know all the things that all the kids were talking about, or like, I couldn't really relate with them the same way because I grew up mostly all with adults. So I feel like everyone comes from a different place, but we can all like relate back to one common goal.
1, 2, 3.